understanding the goal or the purpose of your specific training session on that day can really help you hone in on what you need to be doing, how hard you need to push on certain things, and really start to see the bigger picture of your training program. So in a day like today, where I was squatting, of course, day 75 of my squat program, I'm using my squat in this day as not as a high output neural output exercise, but as an exercise to help improve my squat patterning so that I can continue to get better with my positions, because in this training cycle right now, that's my emphasis, not necessarily on pushing max loads. So the squat is the first movement I'm doing today, and I'm doing this really focusing on my pelvic positioning, squatting more vertical, and then sitting in the bottom, coming out, and driving against the bands or the chains. So in this, my RPE is not like max out, get out of town, go. I'm really trying to get good positions, stay conscious of my movement. And I think that's important when you're looking at your training, is thinking, okay, what is the exercise that I'm working on for technique or skill? What is the exercise that I'm working on for, overloading, whether that's strength or neural strength? And then how do the other exercises fit into that program, maybe your accessory? And you can look at it as a program base, so the macro base. But I really want to talk about how you attack each training session when you walk into the gym. And when you have a list of 5 exercises, what do you do? So like I said, that was my goal with this, was starting off with the back squat with chains, working on sitting down, just nice interchanges down at the bottom, feeling good in the eccentric, feeling good at the change direction. So in the next movement here is a farmer carry deadlift. So a deadlift's 5 of them, and then a walk of about 30 feet. So I did a couple rounds here, and my goal with this is really setting the base to get some good neural overloading, build some strength, get some mass going. So in this exercise, I'm all about output, right? I'm moving, this is about 400 pounds, did a couple sets here. So I'm really trying to progress this over the course of the week, so I'm setting a good precedence here for it going forward. That's my focus on that. Then I move into my accessory, and accessories are all about supporting those exercises. So I do want to train with some loading to give me a good stimulus to fatigue ratio, so it's not too light that I have to just do a shit ton of volume, but it's not too heavy that I'm gonna overload and not be able to do what I want to do. So I'm looking for a good muscular stretch, looking to get some hypertrophy, looking to improve movement patterning at the hip hinge. So this is obviously my good morning, and I'm really working on just staying in the glutes, driving the back pockets. And that's how I think about my training, is I have things that I'm focusing on for maybe positional to set up better growth in the future, like my squat today's, and then I had me thinking about how to attack my farmer carry deadlift and good morning, and the mentality that I'm going with that, where obviously I want good technique, but I'm really going to start pushing loads on that and have that be the main emphasis for that day, was strength and neural output. And then I move into my accessory, and while I want to obviously track my accessory, I play in rep ranges, and I really am just trying to get good muscle growth, good muscle stretch and tension, and feeling the muscles working. And that's how I think about my training days. I try to split up, whether it's a bench press day or a clean and jerk day, I think about what's the purpose of this exercise for today, and how does that fit into my big cycle, and how is this setting up my next steps of my plan. And that's what I want you guys to think about when you're doing your training programs, to think about crushing every single thing. It's just not really realistic. You're gonna run its course, you're gonna fatigue out very quickly, and it's just gonna run you down a bad path, especially the more advanced you get. So understanding where to push, how it all fits into the bigger picture and plan is one way that you can really start to develop your more advanced training mindset and understand how to build the muscle, build the strength, and just see the bigger picture. And I think that's the biggest thing, is what I've been learning throughout this process, even more so, is just it's all about putting the work in, getting it done over and over and over again through weeks, months, years. That's how significant change is made. It's not about crushing yourself in an 8-week program and then being sidelined for 4 weeks. So let me know what you guys think. Again, day 75. Thanks for tuning in. It was a quick one today. Comment below. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thanks for the support. Later.